Look, if you've been watching your organic search traffic numbers just drop lately, you are absolutely not alone. Right now, there's a lot of panic out there as traditional search evolves. But I'm here to tell you, hitting that panic button? Total wrong move. Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're going to look past all that anxiety and just focus entirely on the data. I'll be your guide as we adapt to what's now called answer engine optimization, or AEO. We're talking hard evidence, real-world case studies, and the exact strategies you need to stop chasing ghost clicks and start winning real trust. Okay, let's dive into our roadmap for today. We've got a packed agenda. We'll start by defining this new AI search reality, then look at how credentials actually win trust. After that, we'll see how e-commerce is pivoting, how to avoid a really expensive AI content trap, reveal the patterns of AEO winners, and finally wrap it all up with your 30-day action plan. All right, let's get into it. Section 1. The new AI search reality. Just look at the stark contrast here. In the old SEO model, the one on the left, success basically meant chasing raw traffic and maximizing those clicks. But the new reality? That's AEO. Earning AI citations and trust. Traffic and visibility have officially decoupled. It's like a giant paradigm shift. This means you've got to stop chasing clicks that you literally just can't recover. AI platforms are giving the answers directly to the user now. So instead, your new goal has to be becoming the cited source in those AI answers. You win the mindshare first, and trust me, the high-intent demand follows. Moving right along to Section 2. Winning with trust and credentials. So here is the exact anatomy of what we like to call a winning answer module. Think of this as the perfect, bite-sized chunk of information and AI just loves to cite. We saw a mid-market B2B SaaS company in HR analytics use this exact three-step tactic. They realized they were practically invisible in AI answers. But they didn't go write a mountain of new posts. Nope, they just rewrote 40 of their existing knowledge base articles. They led with a super clear 2 to 3 sentence definition, provided the formula, and this is absolutely crucial, layered in a worked example using anonymized first-party customer data. And wow, the results of implementing that simple answer module were absolutely staggering. Notice that massive jump in citation share? Over just 90 days, it rocketed from a mere 3% all the way up to 28%. Their direct traffic didn't even budge, but ChatGPT referred sessions, those grew from basically 0 to about 1,200 a month. And even better, their sales team attributed 6 pipeline qualified opportunities directly to being cited in ChatGPT. They simply made their existing content highly citable, and it paid off massively. And hey, this isn't just a SaaS thing. A 12-attorney personal injury law firm actually won local AO with 0 new content. How on earth did they do that? Well, they just added organization and person schema. They detailed their exact credentials, bar admissions, and case outcomes. That tweak alone pushed their citation share from 0 to 22%. Wild, right? Similarly, a healthcare publisher boosted their citations from 8% to 31% without churning out daily articles. Instead, they added highly visible medical reviewer bylines and kicked off a quarterly truth review, basically checking their top articles against current medical guidelines to make sure they had ultimate freshness and accuracy. Okay, let's pivot to consumer spaces. Section 3, the e-commerce and DTC pivot. Take a look at this massive 30% figure. A home fitness retailer doing over $100 million in revenue saw 30% drop in organic clicks. Yikes. Now, in the old SEO world, losing a third of your traffic, that's the kind of terrifying metric that literally gets people fired. But you know what? They didn't panic. They accepted the structural click loss and just stopped trying to optimize for clicks on AI-heavy queries. Instead, they adapted. They went in and rebuilt their top 30 buyer's guides specifically to be AI cited. They added super detailed comparison tables, really strict best for rules, and shared actual first-party testing data. The result? Get this. Despite losing 30% of their organic clicks, their revenue from those categories actually went up 12% year over year. Why? Because the fewer clicks they did get from those AI citations were significantly higher intent. The traffic they got converted beautifully. Talk about a real game changer. Now, we need a bit of a dramatic pivot to a cautionary tale. Section 4, the AI content trap. So the founders of this seed stage fintech startup decided AEO was basically just writing what AI likes. They thought they found a massive shortcut and generated 200 articles in 2 months using GPT-4. The result? Ouch. Google's helpful content update de-indexed 60% of their content in a single cycle. Their domain authority completely tanked by 14 points, which cost them 6 months of time and roughly $80,000. No way around it? That's a tough lesson. This really highlights the biggest myth in search right now. This idea that AI-generated content at scale is somehow a shortcut to AEO. The reality? It is an absolute anti-pattern. AI systems cite the original sources they're trained on, not derivative sites spinning up generic summaries. Originality, first-party data, and named expertise aren't just nice-to-haves. They're the baseline. They are the floor. If you try to scale mediocrity using AI, you're going to be punished fast, and you will be punished publicly. All right, let's synthesize what we've learned. Section 5, Patterns of AEO Winners. Looking across B2B, D2C, medical, and law, you'll start to see a very distinct pattern matching going on here. Regardless of the industry, the winners all do exactly the same 3 things. First, they all lead with direct answer modules, giving the AI exactly what it needs right at the top. Second, they all leverage proprietary first-party data. Whether that's customer research, product testing, or intake outcomes, they use their own stuff. And third, they heavily use schema and credentials to definitively prove their expertise to the search engines. It's like a winning formula across the board. I really want you to internalize this quote from the research. You don't need a massive content library to be cited. You need a small library of genuinely cite-worthy assets and the discipline to keep them true. Think about that. Every single win in these case studies came from doing less, but doing it way better. They prioritized freshness, those truth reviews, and genuine assets over scaled mediocrity, quality over quantity, every time. Let's bring this all home. Section 6, your 30-day action plan. All right, here is your rigid, actionable plan. Step 1, please do not try to copy all 7 cases we discussed today. Look at the data and identify the single case that most resembles your specific situation. Step 2, pick one specific tactic to steal. Maybe it's the answer module, maybe it's that quarterly truth review, or maybe it's implementing person schema. Step 3, run a tight, 30-day experiment with clear before and after metrics. And step 4, you've got to change how you measure success. Track your AI citation share, your branded search lift, and the quality of your conversions. Do not just look at raw traffic volume anymore. As we close out this explainer, I want to leave you with a final thought to really challenge your strategy. Are you going to keep panicking and chasing those unrecoverable clicks? Or will you build the high-quality, data-rich assets that make you the trusted, cited authority in your space? Which situation looks most like yours, and what is the first step you'll borrow today? The blueprint is right here in front of you. Pick your tactic, run your experiment, and start optimizing for the answer engine. Thanks for learning with me today.